Alright guys, this here is my Shorty HDR50. This is a 20 round little freak actually. I got it converted with HPA on the side here, and we also got I got a 20 round magazine installed. Got a little laser light strobe combo here, and my typical red dots I always show. But yeah, guys, this thing here is right now, well, with this tank, 800 psi, I'm not sure. I think this will be right around the 55 or 60 joule mark with 800 psi. If you put up to 1100 psi, this is right around 75 joules with 2 extensions of tuning run from Home Defense 24. There's also a tuning run barrel installed, as well as the HD24 muzzle tip for the 50 cals. Yeah, so let me just take this. You can put whatever tank you want in there, any psi you like. Yeah, if you want the high joules, then go to 1100. I also have this little restricting, it's a CO2 plug capsule. I tapped and threaded it in here, and I just filed it down. So you can get a tool in there ever again. But anyway, you just stick it up in here and it'll reduce your volume, your power by half. So say I have 75 joules and I only have 1100 psi tank. I think it gives you like the bigger half you'll be stuck with. So if it's 75 joules, you'll still end up with about 40 joules, maybe a little bit more, if you stick this in and run that pressure. And the same thing with the 800 psi. Whatever power you're getting, it'll be close to half, but it'll be the greater half that you'll get. I remember I ran tests with this years ago, a long time ago. It's probably an old video. I know it's there for sure, but there's an old video that's buried somewhere in my my little archive. But yeah, I got this First Strike adapter on here. It's HPA on off. I got my degasser in here, which I don't like these degassers, because if you hit it, poof, it just blows your whole tank if you accidentally bump it or anything. But yeah, I got the 20 round magazine here. Oh wait, here, let me show you how it loads. So I got another carbine. I got it pinned in. This is an old tube, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend it just a little bit longer down on this end, and I'm going to drive a pin through the frame and the barrel, so that way, because like if I push this really hard, like see, you can twist it, but that's not a factor, right? So it doesn't get in the way. But I do have one here. Here's another HDR, another carbine I have. But if you can see, this one won't spin because I got it pinned right into the plastic. See how it goes in and through the plastic? So that's not spinning, it's not coming out, it's solid as a rock. So yeah, you just kind of load up and you just spike it over here, you put all your balls in there. Anyways, that's a whole other build. But I also did it on this guy. This is one of the newer Gen 1. They call them Gen 2s. They're actually Gen 4s, but yeah, I'll just show you how it loads. So take your pin, and you come back here. If you can see that, what I just did. So I took basically this piece right here, and it goes all the way back there. And that's just a bolt I filed down, and a spring that I added, a very stiff spring. So yeah, now we're gonna load. We'll take 20 of these balls. This is my honed barrel, so I can use 8.4 gram. Here, let me set this up on a ramp. That way the balls roll towards the barrel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't remember how many I put in there. Because I'm going to cycle them through the mag still, so I still got to put 6 in here. So let's see what happens when we pull the trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's already full. Yep, it's definitely full. Okay, so I'll just take this again, cock it back, and then put the rest in. Boom, now we're locked and loaded, so. Here. I had this apart last night. There's something wrong with my, something to do with one of the springs inside. Oh, it's gotta be. It's not rotating my drum fully every shot, so just something I gotta go back and do. But anyways, yeah, so basically, put your tank back in. And yeah, that's it. Get your laser, strobe. Whoops. Set that there. Now that won't go around. But yeah, that's it, guys. This is just an M4, a standard M4 handguard. I got this one off my Crossman DPMS. There, now the triggers are going. See? Now it stops spinning. It stops cycling. I'm not sure what's causing that. I'm gonna have to open that up again. These damn Gen 2s. I don't get these problems with the old ones at all. But, I don't know what that is. If you guys know what that is in the comments before I go rip it open so I can know what to go for, let me know. I've never seen that in the older gens. Let's see, look at that. I wonder if it's an old magazine. Huh. Oh shit. I shouldn't have done that. Now my spring-loaded mag here wants to come out. Hold on. There, let me just reset that. I wonder if it has anything to do with the gear, maybe. Because that's coming up every time. Let me see if I have an old magazine here. Don't fall out, balls. Okay, I don't really have new mags, but I do somewhere. I just don't know where they are. But these, let's try another one. Alright, now let's lock and load these, see if this cycles again. So, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so see, it's going. Must have been just that magazine. Oh yeah, because it feels nice. Yeah, it's just the gears on these magazines are worn down to the nubs. So I'll be throwing this mag out. Just take these bearings out. Anyways, guys, that's that build. And we just solved the problem all in one. Geez, I thought it was something inside the internals, maybe the springs, but I just had it open last night. Everything looked great. I had a bumper in there that was, it was so, here it is right here, this piece of shit. Like, look what they're putting in these now. Look at it. You can already see my hand. It's just warped. It's all bent and folded and warped and incurved and shit from the bolts flattening out. You can just see it. This thing's bent right out of shape. But yeah, what happens is when I'd put it over top of the bolt, and then the spring would go back over top, and as I'm trying to put it back in the valve, you can see the spring is pushing on it so hard that it's like blowing out the sides. And then when you try to put the casing back on and shit, it gets all jammed up. And I was firing a shot, and then my air would slowly be leaking out. So the bolt would set forward, and this would get jammed up, and it was lifting and letting a lot of air out. So all I do is I put one of those Amazon green O-rings instead of this. I put a similar size, not as thick, obviously, but I put one of those on, and boom, it's working fine. But yeah, so that's what that was. It was just a magazine gear. If you can see this thing's just ancient. It's probably one of my first ones, because I use this a lot, because you can tell I have this modified for the steel bearings to fit in. I take my reamer and I kind of make them looser in here, so that way they're not so tight. But anyways, yeah, this thing's had its day. So I'll keep that over here. But yeah, guys, this thing is very compact. It's so lightweight with this carbon tank on it. Like, I can easily shoot with one hand, but I prefer not to. I got this here. This foregrip. But, yeah, very powerful, very lightweight, very small setup, lots of ammo. You all stay safe, guys. Take care as always.